Hello, my dear students. Welcome back. I hope you all are perfectly fine and taking care of yourself and your family. So, today we are going to study chapter 3, and the chapter name is Nouns Types. In this chapter, we'll study about various types of nouns. So, before starting that, we'll take a quick review of noun. We all know what is noun, but still I'll make you all remember again. A noun is a word that is a name of a person, place, thing, an abstract or an idea. Or in simple words, we can say that naming words are called noun. Let's see the example. Jimmy reads a book in the park. So in this example, Jimmy is a noun because it is a person's name. Book is a noun because it is a thing, and park is a noun because it is a place. So I hope till now you all must be clear about noun. Now we'll see the types of nouns. First one, common nouns. Second, proper nouns. Third, collective nouns. Fourth, abstract nouns. Fifth one is compound nouns. So we are going to discuss these different kinds of nouns one by one. So let's start with common noun. A common noun is a noun that refers to a person, place or thing in general. So what does it mean? It means that common nouns are the name given in common to all persons, places, animals or things of the same kind. Or simply we can say that common noun is a word to identify a class of people, places, animals or things. Let's see the given examples. Car, dog, chair. So car is a common noun as car can be any car without being a specific name, and same with other examples also. Now we'll move to next kind of noun, that is proper noun. A proper noun is a name that identifies a particular person's place or things and they begin with a capital letter. So by this definition, it is already clear that special names given to people, places, pets, days, months, organization, etc. are proper nouns. One thing we should remember always that proper noun always begins with a capital letter. Now it's time to see the difference between common and proper noun. By this you will be more clear about common and proper noun. So we'll know the difference between common and proper noun with the help of some examples. Let's see. So you can see four pictures. First picture is of car and other picture is of Honda City car. In the same manner, second picture is of book and the other picture is of Tintin comic book. So now students, can you tell me the difference between them? Okay, I'll tell you the difference. So first picture was of car, that is general car. It can be any car without being a specific name. But another picture was of Honda City car. It means we have given a particular name to that car. So we can say that car is a common noun but Honda City car is a proper noun. In the same way, second picture was of book, that is a general book. It can be any book without being a specific name. But another picture was of Tintin comic book. It means this book is having a particular name. So it is a proper noun. Now let's see one more difference. All the words in a proper noun begin with a capital letter. As I have already told you all that proper noun always begins with a capital letter. But common nouns are not capitalized unless they begin a sentence or are part of a title. So now I hope you all must be clear about common and proper noun. So next kind of noun we are going to see, that is collective noun. Collective noun refers to the names of the person, places or things taken as a group, as a unit or as one. So it means that a group or collection of persons, animals or things taken together and spoken as one whole is called a collective noun. So students, you must always remember that anything, whether clothes, books, people, anything more than one, we collectively call a name and that we call it collective noun like team, bunch of keys, herd of elephants. There are many more collective nouns. Some of them are given here. Let's have a look. A herd of buffaloes, a flock of geese, a litter of puppies, a colony of ants, a school of fish, a crowd of people, a pride of lions, a bunch of grapes, a bouquet of flowers. So, herd, flock, litter, colony, school, crowd, pride, bunch, bouquet. All these words refers to a group of things. They talk about lots of things taken as one. So now we'll see the next kind of noun, that is abstract noun. As we all know that we can see, touch, smell, taste or hear most nouns. We can touch a person or a thing, but there are some nouns that we cannot see or touch. These are mostly feelings, qualities, ideas or states. So we can say that nouns that are names of feelings, qualities or characteristics, states and ideas are called abstract nouns. Example, anger, trust, freedom. Let's see some given sentences. Wisdom keeps us safe. Anger is bad for health. Bravery should be rewarded. So students, you all know why wisdom, anger, bravery words are highlighted, because these are special words. And what makes them special? Words wisdom, anger, bravery refers to things that we feel or think. These words tells us about things we cannot see, feel, hear, taste or smell. So now we'll discuss about compound nouns. What are compound nouns? Compound nouns are made by joining two words together. It means some nouns are formed by joining two words. So nouns that are formed by joining two words together are called compound nouns like snowflake, heartbeat, tablecloth, penknife, butterscotch, basketball, football, newspaper, pigtail, handbag, sandbox, sometimes, elsewhere, peppermint. So these are the words which are formed by joining two words together. Let's see some more examples. Sea plus horse will become seahorse. Rain plus bow will become rainbow. These are the two different words, and after joining these words, they are known as a compound noun. Now, how can we form compound nouns? Compound nouns are made by joining two nouns, joining adjectives and nouns, joining nouns and verbs. So we can say that it can be formed by joining nouns also, adjective also and verbs also. Let's see the example. Bed plus room will become bedroom. So bed is also a noun and room is also a noun. So it will become, so after when we are going to join these two words, it will become a compound noun. We can join adjectives and noun. Like for example, grand plus child, it will become grandchild. So grand is adjective and child is noun. Now let's have look on third example. Hair plus cut will become haircut. So hair is a noun and cut is a verb. There are different ways of writing compound nouns. What are those ways? Let's see. Some words are joined together to make a single word. Example, bathroom, sheepdog, windscreen, haircut, toothpaste. Some words are joined using hyphen. In other words, we can say words which are separated, or I must say words which are joined together with a hyphen, that is a small dash. Example, check-in, firefighter, son-in-law, self-esteem, brother-in-law. Third one, some words remain as two separate words but act like a unit or single word. Let's see the example. Bottle opener, New Year's Day, Prime Minister, rainforest, ice creams. So, here is one exercise related to this chapter by which you all will be more clear. Choose the correct kinds of noun for the underlined words. The book was lying on the table. Options are given: common noun or proper noun. So, answer will be what? Common noun. Why? Because book is not having any particular name. So, we can say that book is a common noun. Let's see the second one. The childhood of John was full of misery. Options are given: proper noun, abstract noun. So answer will be abstract noun. Why? Because this word childhood is a feeling or state that we cannot see, touch, smell or taste. Third one, Bonzo, my pet dog, is adorable. Options are given: abstract noun, proper noun. So answer will be proper noun. Why? Because Bonzo is a particular name of a dog. Fourth one, he gave me a bunch of grapes. Options are given: collective noun, common noun. So answer will be collective noun, because I have already told you all that anything more than one we collectively call a name, and that we call it a collective noun. So answer will be collective noun. Fifth one, birds make their nest in trees. So bird is a common noun. Why? Because particular name of bird is not given in this sentence. So answer will be common noun. So students, I hope you all understood this chapter nicely. Thank you.